until the new ESPN app came along. We're best mates. I can take it anywhere. Now with ESPN Plus, we stream everything together.
All right, so just pause it right there. So just for the radio audience, so he's walking around, he's at a beautiful beach, beautiful scenery, he's out with some friends, playing some bags, you know, he's walking around, and he doesn't have any friends, but he's got his ESPN app on his smartphone, and he can finally live his full life. Here's a guy surfing. He's got his surfboard, he's at the beach, but he's watching his smartphone. Here's a guy at breakfast. Nice little breakfast diner outside. What's he doing? Watching his smartphone. So then, oh, yeah. Well, what's the point? I might as well become a machine. I don't live in the real world as it is. I'm already living in my smartphone, so who needs the real world? Okay, I am going to open up the phone line in the third hour, the phone lines, excuse me, for the third hour. But specifically, I want to talk to the audience about one thing. What do we do with the knowledge we have about the smartphones, the screen time, what it does to our psychology, our biology, our reproductive systems, our DNA even, with the radio waves blasting back and forth? What do we do moving forward? How do we implement a plan to curtail the reliance we have on new technology, or do we? Or do we just accept our fate and keep diving deeper and deeper until we can't even come up back to the surface? So I want dedicated phone calls just to that topic in the third hour. What do we do about the smartphone technology as they're about to roll out the AI, which has already been rolled out in kind of a soft rollout that they're now kind of just introducing to you as, oh, it's here, accept it. You're seeing all the new commercials, the Google AI, the Microsoft AI, the AI in the smartphones. It's all there. And then you're starting to see some of the AI work or learn where if you search Google, it says that the Republicans are Nazis or that a Republican senator is a bigot. Well, that's not true, and it's not natural. That's the Google AI that is learning this because of the stuff that goes up online and that it sees. So it can't really, the AI, being as how it's AI, doesn't really know what fake news is and what fake news isn't. So it kind of just absorbs everything as is and then cranks it back out as an algorithm based on the measurements of the data, and learns that, oh, yeah, Republicans must be Nazis. It's said everywhere, so that's the case. Oh, yeah, a senator, a Republican senator, obviously a bigot. It's all over social media. It's all in the news. Must be true. Of course, it's fake news. But this is all rolling out. But it gets even worse now because Apple is admitting more time on our smartphone is bad. So we're going to roll out. Oh, and then they have the app. I almost want to play the video again where they're like, yeah. Oh, thank God. This crew is so great. Apple is facing criticism about our increasingly, pause it right there. I'm going to read this and then play the audio because this is so funny because this is what we're going to discuss in the next segment. And then have the ESPN app video after this too, because I want to talk about this in the entire third hour because I'm serious. I mean, we all suffer from this. I'm not acting above this, folks. I have my smartphone right next to my bed, usually check it right before I go to bed, right when I wake up, see if I have anything work-related I need to address. I'm right there with you. Even though you don't really find me on social media, which I am proud of, I'm glad I don't have the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Twitters, and all that. So glad, so much better. I'm still scouring for news on the internet, on Drudge, even on Twitter all day long. So I'm not trying to act like I'm above it. I'm in there with you. We're in this together. But let's go to the Apple video, guys. Here, pot it back up. Let me read this. Apple is facing criticism about our increasingly unhealthy dependence on iPhones. Well, it's not really Apple's fault per se. I guess if they're rigging the screens to flicker at that rate, perhaps. But, I mean, you still choose to pick it up. And it's a cool technology. The company responded Monday with iOS features to help us monitor and limit our storage. Now, I'm about to tell you the irony of this, but let's pick up the video with audio right from there.
Screen time empowers you with both insight and control over how you spend your time.
And here it is, Apple facing the criticism. We have a dependence on iPhones. It's bad for our health. We have a new app to help you monitor your usage.
And it starts with reports. Every week, you get a weekly activity summary that details how you used your iPhone or iPad. You tap in.
And they all cheer. Okay, so you get it. So pause right there. So that's fine. So they give you this bar graph, and it shows you how you use your time the whole week, yada, yada, yada. Woo, thank you, Apple. Apple, Google, all of them, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, they have been doing that to you since you signed up. But now they realize the damage, or you realize the damage the smartphones and all the tech is doing to you. And so they're trying to virtue signal like, okay, we care. Let's show them what we've been doing to them, but let's act like we're doing it for them so that they can be healthier. Yeah, that'll work. And so then they say, here's the app, monitor your behavior, monitor your phone usage. We've been monitoring it for decades. Now it's your turn. Oh, man. So what do? I open up the phone lines for the entire third hour, 1-877-789-ALEX, 1-877-789-2539, 1-877-789-ALEX. Yeah, and you are actually seeing this in sales, where sales of smartphones are actually have actually already peaked and are now kind of trending downward. But we know about the negative side effects of cell phones. We know about the negative side effects of the screen time. Now we're learning about the negative side effects of the 4G and what's soon to be the 5G radio waves that are going to just destroy our environment. When it hits 6G, we'll be dead. So, but Apple doesn't point that out, say, we're actually going to reconsider and look into the 5G here before we roll it out, because there might be some serious negative health repercussions here. So we're going to dial that back. And the 4G is already kind of, blistering you up inside with the radio waves. But we'll we'll hold on to that for a minute. Let's look at this 5G for a second here. Let's see if we can really afford to roll this 5G out. Of course, they don't care. They don't care if the human domain dies. They're going to become machines and live forever. That's their plan. So yeah, create the 5G, the 6G, boils the environment, makes it impossible for humans to live unless they upload their brain to a computer chip. So again, I open up the phone lines, 1-877-789-ALEX. What do we do about this? How do we beat the addiction to smartphones now with the dependence and the reliance we have on them for day-to-day activities, for work, for communication, what have you? But the craziest thing when you think about this is it wasn't long ago when smartphones didn't even exist. I mean, all you got to do is flash back, what, a decade, 15 years? You didn't even have a smartphone. Shoot, 15 years ago, if you had a camera attached to your phone, that was groundbreaking. But we've come so far in such a short period of time where now the dependence is habitual. Yeah, and then ESPN has the ad, we don't need to roll it again, where they're promoting their new app, and it's like, here's a guy at a party with friends. What is he doing? He's staring at his smartphone. Here's a guy walking on a beautiful beach, beautiful weather, beautiful day. What is he doing? He's watching his smartphone. Here's a guy surfing. He's got his surfboard. He's at the beach, but he's watching his smartphone. Here's a guy at breakfast. Nice little breakfast diner outside. What's he doing? Watching his smartphone. So then, oh, yeah. Well, what's the point? So who needs the real world? So what do we do about this, folks? Again, I'm not asking to hear what you think. I mean, I'm serious. Like, what do we do? I'm in this with you. Yeah, there's pictures the crew's showing of the kids, children. Basically, you know, it used to be the television raised the kids. Now it's the smartphone. We played the intro coming into a segment this hour where people just looking at their smartphones walk into pools, walk into holes, walk into each other, walk into traffic, get in car accidents. And you see where it goes. You see where this ends. So what do we do? How do we be proactive? Do we even want to stop this? So that's what I open up the phone lines with, and we'll do that for the entire third hour. But, folks, please support us at InfoWarsStore.com. We've got a great crew, and we're looking for more crew members, and it's your support at InfoWarsStore.com that makes it all possible. Specials include free shipping store